Alright. I think I may have fixed the problem, everybody. Okay, so I don't expect a lot of people to come in here. We have never done this before. I don't know how many of our fans or backers even use Twitch. I mean, this is just uncharted territory for us. But, yeah, I just wanted to give you a little sneak peek into something we're building. It's basically a new virtual trainer level that's an arena, small arena. We're sort of taking the Civ Defense concept, and we're making a much simpler level than the civilian defense that's in the game. I won't say much more than that. I'm just gonna go into Hammer and start messing around, and but you guys are welcome to ask questions, and I can answer you out loud. So yeah, so I'm gonna switch back and forth between Hammer here. Hopefully, it shouldn't be a problem. Let's see. There you go. Oops. Okay. So this is the level I was just in. I don't know how many of you are familiar with the Hammer editor, but it's a little on the old school side, certainly compared to Unreal. We're certainly excited to be working in Unreal. The reason we're showing you... Yes, Chipmonkey. This is all Consortium 1, Consortium Game 1. The reason we're doing this is, well, because it's much easier for us to create sort of finished content, and we want to unveil something new for everybody. Aha, Sir Marth. Funny guy. Yeah, I mean, all the mechanics, all of the combat mechanics, everything that's in the Game 1 is going to be ported over into Unreal. We've done a lot of the pre-production work towards that. So by introducing a new, giving you all a new level of Consortium 1, you know, it's showing you how, in many ways, how many different ways to use our mechanics, and I'm excited about the concept behind this level. So yeah, let's see what I'm going to do. I've been experimenting with this top section. So I want to utilize the player's ability to super jump when he has full thrusters on. So let me just go back to that. So you can see here, got lots of gear. This level is going to start off with the player being fully loaded. Essentially, there's going to be civilians in this box right here. I think about 5, what I'm currently thinking. And essentially, you'll be cast protecting them, and there'll be bots spawning various spots. Currently, I have these 3 spawn points here. There. But I've been thinking about getting rid of one of them, possibly having a spawn point up here and up here, so the boss will spawn in, sort of funnel their way down here and come down either side. I may also put a ramp. Thinking about putting a ramp here to go down there. At this point, I've been playing with the flow of the level and the height of everything. You know, making sure that, for instance, I'd like to be able to have it so that if you have a fully charged super jump, you could make the top, and that's not quite right. So let's actually adjust that now. Oh, crap. Okay. Sorry about that, folks. Here we go. Yeah, so I'm jumping between 2 programs, so I've got to, like, mess with the broadcasting software every time. Sorry about that. I forgot about doing that. I'll make sure to be more adamant. Yeah, I'm switching back and forth. Okay, so let me put some context to all that crap I just said. This is the box where the 5 civilians will be. You can see this now. Okay, it's working. Okay, and this is what I was talking about with super jump. So this is top area here. So say there's these 3 spawn points. 1, 2, 3. I've been thinking about having there'd be a spawn point up here instead, and then on the opposite side, plus getting one of those, and the boss will come in and funnel down these two platforms. Keep in mind, graphics-wise, this is all rough. I'm just blocking out the overall shape and form of the level so that it'll play well. Once that's in stone, then I'll actually start working on the aesthetic side of it, getting everything symmetrical and having everything look as good as possible. And I've actually got some ideas for how to actually improve the overall look of the virtual trainer in general. Sort of just a little bit of a boost beyond what you saw in the first game. So anyways, yeah, civilians in a box. Yeah, think of it like it's like a bunker. Think of it almost like, in Left 4 Dead where you have those bunkers. Think of it as like you've got a bunch of people in a bunker and they're hunkered down and you're just being assaulted from every side by guys trying to kill them, and you. Yeah, Sir Mirth. Maybe I'm not sure how more effective that would be, but it's okay. I've actually got it down now. The problem is I just forgot to switch, so I won't forget now. Should be fine. So anyways, yeah. So that's the gist of what I was saying in here. So let me now switch back over into the level editor. I've got 3 monitors actually. This seems to work. I think I'll stick with what works for now. I can experiment with that. I tried the window capture. It didn't seem to work as well for some reason. So anyhow, yeah. So let's actually. Actually, what I was saying was I wanted to have it so that when the player uses a fully charged super jump, so you can see I have 2 shock absorbers, which means I have maximum jump ability. So what I want to be able to do is have it possible so that it's possible to actually reach that top with fully charged. So to do that, pretty simple. I'm gonna just grab this stuff. I'm just gonna let me actually see if I can go full screen. There we go. Yeah, and I'm just gonna move it down a tad. That might be enough because it looked like it was pretty close. So, and I'm just gonna run the map. Now I'm going to do a couple little side things here so I can get this to be smooth back and forth. Yeah, you know what? I'm all for people having as many monitors as they want. And with us being in the VR age, quite frankly, you can have infinite number of monitors. I have a buddy that's working on some pretty amazing tech. That can tell you have a good VR deck on, you can sort of see hundreds of monitors, and you look at the monitor you want to focus it on, and zooms up, and you're good to go. It's pretty awesome. All right, so, sorry, let me just do just a little bit of get the file flow going here. I was caught up just getting the basics working. So how's everybody doing today? This is really, really cool actually. Even though there's only 8 people watching, it's kind of surreal. kind of neat. 2016 DLC. Right, so compile the map. Because we're using a modified version of the source engine for Consortium, we actually don't need to run the lighting sequence because we have a built-in deferred renderer. That means that the lighting's done in real time, some shadows and stuff. And the other thing I need to do is bring up this. Okay, there we go. Da, da, da. Da, da, da. I just need to load the map. Now it's a little lower. Still not quite low enough though. Yep, not quite low enough. That's okay. This will take much faster this time, guys. It won't be that big wait. Sorry about that. Is it still broken, guys? It's kind of annoying. I see that. I do see that it's stuck. Huh. Not really sure why, though. It's still streaming on this end. How low can you go? Exactly. Is it still frozen? According to looking at the Twitch thing, it looks like it's still broken. It's annoying. But yeah. Looks fine to you? Okay, weird. I'm seeing it. I'm looking at the actual Twitch stream. It's not moving. Okay. Anyways, let's do this. Lower it down. Yeah, I can lower it as much as I want, but it looks like I did need to move it a bit more. That might be enough. I want it to just be barely, you know? I don't want it to be so it's an easy thing. I want it to be so that if you're a real badass, you can do it. Yeah, guys. Had it open twice. Awesome. Alrighty. Oh, look at that. Almost. I think I just might be able to do it. Let's see. Is it possible? Again, this means to be a skill-based thing. Looks like might not be, but very close. Try one more time, and then I think I'm gonna lower it. This will make it. Maybe I can. No. All right. All right. All right. Fine. Third time's a charm. What I might do is I think that should do it. It was pretty close, right? Modified source, yeah. This is all tools for the first game. We're in pre-production for the tower. We have a lot of stuff built, a lot of pieces, but we're not in production, so we don't have a build that we're actively in the middle of working, having fully working to play in. And we have a surprise. This level is going to be the end result of this, and about a week from now will result in a level that we have a kind of a cool competition planned for all of you Consortium 1 fans. So yeah. Did you make the gameplay segments in the trailer in Hammer? No, that was actually Unreal 4. Like I said, everything you see, the tower stuff is Unreal 4. We've done a lot of work in Unreal 4, and we built a lot of stuff. It's just not far enough along for me for us to be developing fully playable game levels to give out to the public, which is what we are doing. That obviously we can do that for our first game, so that's our goal. We actually we're building a free DLC for the first game for all of you. That's the ultimate goal of this. All right, so crap, there we go. All right, so let's lower this one more time. Third time's a charm. What do you say? Or did I just do that? Caught up answering questions. Okay, I think I just did do that, but a little bit more can't hurt. All right. Free, Devour, free. Alright. This DLC is actually for all Consortium players. Anybody that owns the first game. No, the backer reward level, that's entirely for the tower. That's something that once the campaign finishes, once we're past the campaign, then backers will be able to join in and be a part of designing a level like this, but a little, even more advanced, better looking. So let's just test out our jumping height here. See how close we are now. Hopefully, I think it might be possible now. Let's see. So you get some forward motion. Is it me or maybe I'm just not lowering it enough? If we had ledge grabbing in here, I'd be able to grab the ledge, which we will. In the tower, it would hitch onto the ledge and you pull yourself up there. So I'm looking forward to getting that in there. I believe you can fly. Yes, well, almost. Arrgh, I'm annoyed though. That should have worked. Okay, this definitely is gonna. This time I'm gonna make sure that I get it right. All right. Hopefully it's not too low. Let's see. Barra, thank you for your pledge. Honestly, $20 is awesome. More than fantastic at this stage. Every and all pledges and investments of any time are extremely appreciated by us. All right, let's see here. Exactly, Pledge Monty. It is a pledge. Oh my goodness gracious me! Come on, come on. It's annoying. Totally, that surely should be low enough. I think the threshold for the player being able to... Alright, you know what? Yeah. I'm getting annoyed now. I didn't bother to switch it because I'm sick of having to go back and forth on this. So there. Yeah, it definitely looks lower now. All right, now let's see. There we go, success. Yes. Cool. So now you can reach that from down here or down here. Symmetrical level, which I may end up tweaking at the end. Ah, that's weird. I can't this side for some reason. Having a harder time. Oh, there we go. It's possible. It's just a heavy skill-based thing, which is what I wanted. So yay, success. Excellent. Alrighty. Tiny bit higher than it should be. I said half a meter too high earlier. Did I call you Pledge Monkey? I don't think so. I might have. Sorry about that. Jeff Monkey, Jeff Monkey. Ooh, Serious Sam. I was a big fan of that game back in the day. I remember playing with my brother Steve, who wrote Consortium, as the co-director of the project with me, and we had a blast playing Serious Sam. Okay, so what's next? So I got that down. I think. What do you guys think I should do next? Yeah, they bounce. They bounce all over the place. It's actually kind of a cool space to experiment with the weapons. So this gun, actually, the Consortium Energy Assault Rifle, has a whole bunch of good. Everybody, when they first start playing, think it's just this. Actually, I see many players doing this. Shooting bad guys with just that. And that's bad because it's very ineffective. You really want to give it some power. Oh, ran out of utility energy. And there's no... Oh, and because I have no utility energy, my shock absorbers did not take the impact of the fall, so I took damage there. Actually kind of cool. This is actually a good example to explain all the mechanics and how they work, because they're fairly involved and will become very useful in the environment of the tower. So I need energy, so let's make some here. Recycle all of that. Recycle cycle. Don't need a free fall suit. And then heal up. I think I'm gonna fill in these walls. Actually, you know what? I think I'm gonna nix one of these spawn points and fill in the wall. And I think I might just keep. I'm trying to decide whether to have this spawn point be here so that bad guys spawn, and they come right in. Now notice that there'll be civilians here in that box, and I'm kind of thinking a lot about whether they'll be able to shoot them from up here or not. And of course, as a player, you'll be able to shepherd the civilians. Probably most players will shove them into this corner here, or this corner. Maybe half and half in this corner, in which case they wouldn't be able to. So yeah, I think I am going to get rid of this spawn point though, just so there's two, or possibly just have it the opposite. Have one be here and opposite the room, and so I think that might do that actually. I think I might do that. That way it's a little less immediate danger. Otherwise, you're going to constantly have enemies just shooting down at you here, which I think is a little less interesting. Whereas if you sort of get in firefights and whatnot, they may come up here. Yeah, no, let's do that. Let's do that. So let's kill both of those. Keep that one, and I'll put one over the other wall. Okay. Save. One thing when you're making video games, always save all the time. Save like crazy. Okay, looking for questions. Question time. Have you researched the highest and lowest alignments achievable yet? I did mention it months ago. Got a response to you guys. Aha! I think we have links deleted, Devour, or removed. I think when I set up Twitch, I said no links just to avoid spammers, but they're all good people here, so let me see if I can fix that so you can put that link back in there. Actually, I don't know where the settings are for that. Okay, so I'll the next stream I'll make sure to get that fixed. Okay, so that's a really good question. Honestly, we still don't know. It's kind of funny. You know, it was only until recently that someone got the achievement for having 0 alignment through the whole game. I don't know if you guys saw that or not, but I don't think I saw that or not, but it's actually possible to get through the entire game with 0 across the board and actually get the achievement. Somebody worked out exactly what you need to do step by step. I can't imagine how long it took that person to do that. As far as the extreme max or low of alignments, I'm not quite sure. Someone needs to figure that out. Sir Mark, thank you. That is awesome. Truly awesome. You are a Consortium King. Anybody that backs to that level is a true patron of iDGi, and it's extremely appreciated. Super awesome of you. Okay, so let's get rid of these, shall we? So yeah. Delete binge. Going to leave those. Those are spawn points. I'll actually be hooking up the logic of actually spawning the bad guys a bit later. For now, I'm just working on the actual geometry of the level. So yeah, let's pull this over. Try to full screen it with you. Sir Marth, are you the one that emailed us that said you liked the game so much you actually didn't finish it? There's someone that did that. That was really cool. It was a glowing email. It just loved our game and actually said that they loved it so much they didn't want to get to the end because the experience was so powerful for them. That email made our week. And I thought, I don't know if that's you, that'd be really cool. Map the max for R25. Curious what she got. What did you get her to our mistress? What max did you get the alignment of R25 to? I'd be curious to know that. Okay, so let's delete this one. Looks like they were doubled up there. It's not good. Times. That is awesome. I bet you're still discovering new stuff every time too. I have to tell you, as someone that actually made the game, I actually myself still discover stuff that I never actually saw. I never actually found in the game myself. I mean, obviously stuff I remember from the studio, but just the way our game works is that it's impossible to get everything in a playthrough. So it can take many playthroughs to be able to see all the content and hear all the things people can say. The question about the highest alignment, Chiff? Is that what you're asking about? Why that is an easy question to answer? 63. That's awesome. It's not easy to answer because we didn't have things in the game that were based on maxing out alignment. We have things based in the game on your alignment being particularly high, particularly low, but not maxed out. Now, going into the tower, we do need to figure that out. It's interesting. That's one of the reasons why we're interested. If you guys were to figure out the max values, we would totally use that information to help us build the tower in terms of knowing the max, so we can actually do some interesting things. If you've really got somebody hating you, or you've really got somebody loving you, we can do some fun stuff with that in the tower. Okay, so we got these walls are now back. We've got this one spawn point. I think that we're going to definitely keep that spawn point. So let's fill in this gap, shall we? Oh yeah, and there's crap up here. You notice how it's not showing up in the level because these are all set to be default off. They're actually what are called funk brushes. It's getting technical now, but essentially they're set to defaulting start disabled yes. That means I have to send them a script to turn them on. You're seeing actually the remnants of the civilian defense trainer scenario in Zenlo. This is what I'm deriving this level from. Okay, so I think I'm just gonna kill that since I'm never gonna use it. It's time to just kill this stuff. Getting in my way. Yeah, Lana has some strong feelings about killing. You kill, she can hate you. You incapacitate, she'll love you. She's one of the most, I would say, extreme characters on the alignment side when it comes to that, in terms of how much you can shift her alignment one way or the other. Alrighty, so let's see here. So I made some space, I can keep that. Alright, so let's duplicate this wall, and then shift its size, so I can fill in the gap. Duplication is one of the most useful features of this editor. I tell ya. So yeah, just like I started out my career in video games as a level designer. It's always been a love of mine, So no matter what other responsibilities I have, And of course, of making a video game, I will always do level design because I like it. It's fun. Looks like this needs a blue bar. I'll need to give space for that. Okay, make sure that it's lined up. Yeah, Arch25 is an awesome character. The voice actress that plays her also loves her. She really, yeah, she's stated how much she enjoys voicing Alana. Karen Inghammer is her name, the actress that plays Alana. She is awesome. Okay, good. Let's get this size. Looking good. I'm streaming to the world here. Just so you know, there's 8 people in the chat room and watching me edit.
I washed the dishes.
Okay.
Washed.
You did? Oh, wow. Okay, cool. Thank you. And let's just put this bar in as it needs to be there. Try to go full screen with you guys every single time so you can see what I'm doing a little better. It gets a little messed, I see, when it's in this mode. Okay. I'm gonna rotate it. Try to keep up with the chat you guys are having in addition to staying focused here. Interesting challenge. Unless there was some way for you guys to like get my attention, the sound or something like question ding. I could look. That'd be kind of neat. There you go. All set. Okay. Good. So now let's just. Let's just pause for a second. Okay, let's put a spawn point in the other one. You just need to throw in a command prompt. You can convince people you're hacking. Okay. Alrighty, let's copy all this. This might be a bit of a pain in the ass, actually. Duplicated the whole thing. Looks like I did indeed miss the floor here. Let's duplicate that. There we go. Oops, the ceiling too. Both of them. Okay, look at the questions. Put no clip on it, though. Yeah, this is non-stop no clip. Wandering the Infinity. Yeah, there's some funny stuff you can find out there in the void beyond Zenlo, if you no clip. Gonna stream for you in the future about you staff playing the game. Yes. Oh yes. Well, I have a home office. Yes, I have a home office. we built most of Consortium partially virtually. We had two people full 2-time. We had full-time members of the team that were full-time for 3 years down in Seattle. We were based here in Vancouver. So they were in Seattle, Washington. We were in Vancouver, BC. And we did have, at one point I converted the entire basement of my house to a dev cave, and half the team was here for a big chunk of time. But we have a really good system that allows us to work to do more virtual working. For the tower, we are going to be getting together quite a bit. There's a lot of stuff we need to be together for, but of course that's after we're successful and we have a budget to work from and build the game. We have a cat, but the cat is not allowed into my internet. Not allowed into my office, rather. Yeah, we will definitely be streaming playing Consortium 1. Most definitely. Actually, there's a plan in the very near future. We're going to be using Twitch a lot for this campaign, actually. So there's a plan in the near future for Steve, myself, at least myself and Steve, if not more members of the of all of us that made the first game, to join in and comment while we're just playing the game. So watch for that. You might hear my daughter is buzzing around. You may be hearing her. Yes, it's possible. Entirely possible. Okay, so let's move this over into the other side, and actually, there's got to be an easier way to select this. Hold on. I know there is. There's got to be. I know there is. Let's do this. Again, I'm gonna try to keep watching if you guys see what I'm doing. So this, and then enter. Now it selects the whole thing. But of course, also selected the floor, so I unselect that. So now I've got it selected. Good stuff. Oh wait, something else is selected. Why? What is that? What is going on there? Oh yeah, I do have something up here. I see. There we go. Of course. All right, and what else? Still, that's the center of one of these objects, maybe. All right, so let's bring this across. Refresh it. Yeah, auto updates. Conspawn, yeah. To be honest with you, even though we're Canadian. We were actually getting a little worried ourselves of the exchange rate, having the Canadian dollar gain in strength. We knew that was making you a lot of happy. We tried our best for the super backers. We tried our best to give you guys discounts so that the dollar value, the actual value that you were pledging, should be very very close to what you pledged before. We did hopefully recognize that we did try our best in that regard. We're very excited here about how well we're doing so far. We have a whole month ahead of us of awesome. I fully anticipate us coming out successful in the end, especially with all your awesome help and support. Every little bit you guys can do to help share the page and whatever videos you find the coolest and everything will be very appreciated. Good, Sir Mirth. Close is good. Euros are strong currency, I tell you. They are. It's cool to have an entire continent represented. Okay, so let's get this thing. Enough chit chat. I like chat with you guys, but it's hard to chat and edit at the same time unless I'm just talking about what I'm doing. So let me stay focused on that. So we're gonna now punch this through here. How are we gonna do that? Well, excuse me. We're gonna make room. So. Let's get this wall. So I got a gap in the wall here. Next time I stream, I'll also figure out how to get a picture-in-picture, or sort of I've got a decent webcam, so I'll get my mug on there for maybe extra entertainment value for you guys. I don't know. Devour Mistress, thank you. Awesome. Sounds sweet. Spread the word. Burping intensifies. Yeah, I think I did let go burp there. Sorry about that. Okay, so we got that wall there. Let's just put this up. Now I'm going to duplicate it so I can get the other side. Okay. Good. That no, I should have grabbed. I'm thinking I should have grouped this to begin with. I could have just grouped it, prevented me from having to select it again with all this crap in the way. Especially that stuff. Damn it! All right. Grr, 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 grr. Move these out of the way. There we go. All right. Ah, look who it is. Who's the first person that can name this? Who that represents? Our Mistress, that is awesome. Thank you. If every one of the backers did that, we'd like double our pledges in a week or something. Yes, Sir Marth wins. Indeed, Gordon Freedom. This is Valve's editor. This represents where the player spawns in the world, and of course, it's a little Gordon. Rise and shine. Yes, big fan of those games. All right, let's push this up. Nope, didn't get that vibe. Some Earth. See, I'll match it up with the blue. The blue bar is going to represent the framework of the level. Once it's all baked in place, then the blue bars will all go in. It'll be covering everything. Okay, good enough for now. And I'm gonna now patch that wall in. Yeah, maybe. Thing is, didn't he come across too much as the weird, what's his face? Whatever that guy's name is, what people call him, the spooky guy with the briefcase guy. There's this name for him though, can't remember now. But casting David Shelter will be a very careful thing. We want to make sure that he comes across as unique and original as we envision him to be. As a character. Hopefully you'll never have ever met someone quite like David Shelter. G-Man. That's right, G-Man. That's what I was looking for. Thank you, Godspawn. Other side. Good. Here we go. Yay! So two spawn. Now we got two spawn sites. Now in a much better spot. So enemies will spawn in. They'll kind of walk up. In order to get access to the civilians, I'll have to either go left or right. Come down either this ramp or the other ramp. Slowly make their way down. Of course, it's up to you to keep them at bay from doing that. In addition to that, I think then if we have a spawn point up here, and they walk across. Right now, they go down this ramp that would go to there, which is actually not bad. It's not bad. Giveaways on Steam gifts linking to the Kickstarter. Sir Marth, very cool. Giveaways of Consortium 1? Did you work with us or something? Overrated because it's dead? That doesn't make any sense. Saying something is overrated means it's not a big deal. But if something is original, it should be a big deal because it's so rare. I wouldn't say it's dead, I'd say it's extremely rare. Because you're right, there's so much media out there, chances are something's going to be similar to something else. There's degrees of originality, though, I would say. So, Mark, you could go ahead and message us if you'd like. I'd be happy to shoot you a few copies for giveaway. I have no problems doing that. There would be a ton of them, but I could happy to give you a few copies if you do giveaways, and I'm sure we'd be happy to provide you with a few copies. Okay, so what's next? Let's see. Actually, I think I'm going to clear away all this crap. It's getting in my way. It's messing with my ability to think about the level properly. Okay, good. So, another thing I've been thinking about is players getting up to the top of the wall. I had this idea of having it be kind of a sloped section. Let me illustrate with just a test here. Something I've been playing around with. Yeah, I only use mechanical keyboards. Shift monkey. Yeah, I don't like wimpy keyboards. I like to feel buttons press when I press them. It's possible. I can try moving the mic back a little bit. It's a pretty sensitive mic too. Maybe that's a bit better. Pushed it back a tad. And get over the wall. Have to be a horde of AI bishops with 100% accuracy. You die very fast. All right, so let's pull this up. I'm gonna duplicate this platform, bring it up. I had sort of imagined that there would maybe be some way to get up there, because it could be quite beneficial to maybe be able to look down on everything, especially with the Consortium assault rifle. You could knock back a whole bunch of guys if you're carefully planned. But to have it be, well, yeah, let me just illustrate. Okay. Let's get this straightened out. There it is. For years I didn't have a mechanical keyboard, but when I discovered it, I was like, oh my god, this is how it used to be. I like it, so never gone back. It's one of the reasons I'm not a huge fan of laptops in general, because the keyboards are so damn flat, thin. Okay, so something like, sorta, kinda, anyways. Do something funky at the corners. Kinda like this. Now we can use the brush editor as a kind of a cool feature where you can sort of bend it up. Devour, yeah, we're working to hopefully get some coverage from Twitter for the campaign, but weren't able to secure it for this one. But that's okay. You know, we're new to Twitter, brand new to Twitter, and again, I have no idea how many people, you know, use Twitter that know us or backers of us. I mean, probably, you know, so. But 9 of you, I'm happy. This is awesome. I'm happy that the first stream has 9 of you. Perfectly happy with that. I'm glad to have you guys here. It's cool. Make it a bit higher. Something that's high enough. I'll test this in game in a second, so that you can kind of run along it, but you're not going to fall. So you have to be sort of careful. What I might do is, and then at the top here would kind of go up, back up to a wall again, so you can kind of just barely get up here and sort of shoot down, and then do some jumping and leaping and stuff. I really want this to feel like you can really leap around, jump around, make full use of your Consortium abilities to have fun. So let's actually go ahead and test this. Actually, I haven't compiled in a while, so it's a good idea to do that. Let's do that. Okay, switch it over. Twitter. We may have mentioned we've mentioned through our socials that we have this stream. Yeah, we only have limited reach though. We've still got a long way to broach the market and to have everybody that I know would love Consortium discover Consortium, even know that it exists. I recognize that. So let's see here. It looks like that's strange. That's no clip. Oh, there it is. It's just not lit. Okay. Okay, so we can kind of walk along here. Maybe it's a little too easy to walk up. Okay, so obviously we need to do more work on figuring out how to announce this. We'll work on that. Nice. Yeah, RPS has been pretty good. It's been pretty darn good for us. But yeah, it's a tough world out there in games. Really tough to get stuff be known. I'm gonna just go back to the level. Push it a bit higher. Having a social media guy. Yeah, that's something that's. I mean, I use something called Hootsuite. So when I send messages out to all the various channels, I can do it all from one source. But you're right, I don't do it regularly. Having somebody that's regularly tweeting all the time and working to try to get followers, yeah, that'd be fantastic. But people don't work for free. I mean, we are the true indie game developers, right? We really have all the boxes are ticked when it comes to us. Everything we do, have to do everything ourselves. It's one of the cool things about being on Fig is that we have a team of people at Fig that are working on our behalf to help make our campaign successful, and that's really awesome and refreshing for us. Compile again. Just want to get that top thing feeling right. Oops. Yeah, exactly. Chipmunk, that's our plan. We're just going to stream more. We're going to play games, we're going to play other games. There's all kinds of stuff we can do, and I'm kind of excited by that. So, as I said, I think it's really cool to have you guys here. I'm really happy you guys are here, and hopefully I'm answering all your questions. We're pretty dedicated to wanting to do that. So, all right, let's see. Okay, it's pretty good. Aesthetics of this level, but I have some ideas for how to push it further and still be in Consortium 1 easily. Like for instance, see these squares. See how it's basically just a solid texture, but I had this idea that I could theoretically have brushwork that actually it's just what might be kind of neat is what if there was like a ledge lining along the whole top of the level that you could walk around. And possibly there could be one spawn point up top that guys come to the ledge and shoot down at you. Might be kind of neat. This is actually the third renderer at work, but I should be able to make this level look quite a bit better than this now. Again, I really have not been focusing at all on the aesthetics of this level, but I have some ideas for how to push it further and still be in Consortium 1 easily. Like for instance, see these squares. See how it's basically just a solid texture, but I had this idea that I could theoretically have brushwork that makes up the grid, so that each of these lines is actually an individual brush piece of geometry. The whole thing's made up of geometry. That way you'll see the surrounding cube. So when you kill guys, the surrounding cube flashes red. When you incapacitate guys, the surrounding cube flashes yellow. So if this whole world was more see-through, but you're still able to make up make up the shape, then you'd be able to watching someone play this game, you'd be able to see how much they're killing versus they're incapacitating, and I think it'd look really cool, just being more entertaining in general. All right, I can't quite get up there, so let's do that. Let's make a ledge. I'm kind of intrigued by that. This is something I've been thinking about for a while, and I think let's just do it. So, once again, let's just grab this handy platform to duplicate. Bring it up. Push it to the end. Devar Mistress, that's awesome. You played through the whole ARG without cheating? That's extremely impressive. ARG isn't cheating at all. ARG is part of the game. ARG is all about the birth, the beginning of the Consortium King. This AI put together by 21 human brains. Well, with the cooperation of 21 human brains, I guess you could say. But yeah, that's impressive if you play through the whole game. So it's still cool. It's still impressive if you play through it, even with the Discoveries doc. It's a lot of esoteric stuff, put it that way. Okay, so there's a platform. I wonder if it's maybe too big though. It's probably pretty small. Not too small, so you still have enemies walking along it. It's gonna be tricky to make the nav mesh for this, but it's totally doable. Alright, so let's just put this into let's just give it our test. Okay. By the way, you guys know how to I'm getting a strange error in Twitch. I'm trying to rename this broadcast. It says untitled broadcast. So click edit. Want to call it first stream, playing Hammer Consortium Game 1, broadcast language English, sure. I go done and it says field is required. What? What the hell is that? If anybody happen to know what the hell that is, I'd appreciate it. Oh, yeah, that's totally fine. I mean, yeah, it's the ARG was really made for the extreme hardcore. All right. Good. Oh yeah. Cool. Works quite nicely. Pretty narrow, but could make for some very interesting gameplay, especially if there's maybe a single spawn point up top here somewhere guys can come out of. Chef Monkey, yeah, he assumes, but you can tell him you didn't too. You can say, "What the hell is that?" And he gets angry, angry that Vidal is letting people into the consortium stream that aren't aware of the origins of the whole thing. Many people have a real hard time finding the traitor Devourer, like a real hard time. It's cool that you figured it out right away. I'm curious, Devourer, how you figured that out. Actually, maybe come onto the community forum and send me a private message. I'd love to hear how you figured it out. There's a lot of subtle stuff we wrote into her character and her or his character, her or his, I don't know, male or female, I don't know, its character. That can make it fairly apparent who it is if you're really paying attention. Anyways, I think we're getting pretty close to being done for the stream for now. I've got some other things I need to move on to. I think this is a pretty cool stream to start with. Oh, there's 12 of you now. Wait a second, a bunch more just came on. Ooh, that's neat. Hold on, let me think for a second. Maybe I can do a bit more. They'll go for, how about 15-minute notice? Okay, 2:30, I've got to clock out, but this is really cool. So let's do 15 more minutes. What are we going to get done in 15 minutes here? Let's see, spawn. Maybe I'll wonder if we could have it so there's a spawn point in the corner of one of these. Or maybe the opposite wall. Up here, maybe. Yeah, spoilers, please don't give spoilers. We've been really, really careful to try to avoid the traitor spoiler, because that's the biggest one of all. We're building the tower so you don't have to play the first game. However, there's one thing that you won't be able to... The one thing you won't be able to decide at the beginning of the tower if you play a brand new game in the tower is who the traitor is. The traitor will be undiscovered if you just start a game from scratch in the tower. The traitor will remain undiscovered. So the only way to start to play the tower with the traitor discovered is through finishing Consortium 1 and then transferring your universe in. So opposite side ledge, exactly. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking of having the ledge be able to go all the way around, so you can kind of walk around the whole thing. Yeah, exactly. And have enemies spawn opposite side ledge, make a spawn on the top side. Yeah, I'm thinking of having a spawn up against that wall on the opposite side of this ledge. So let's maybe do that. So first, let's just duplicate this over. If you guys are enjoying this, I'd appreciate let me know, and I'd be happy to do more of these in the near future, because I do want to get this kind of done within the week or so we can actually make use of it for the campaign. But I could just come on. I'll try to get as advanced notes as I can, but I may be coming on quite a bit. You can send private messages here, sure. But at the same time, I would love for you guys to all be. I don't know if all of you have an account on our community forum, but you should join. We really want to encourage people to join and come in there and have that eventually become a bustling place, hopefully. Alrighty. So now we have lighting up at the side. I'm thinking, you know what? Let's actually go ahead and duplicate this too. Why not? Well, I guess there's no reason to. Try to figure out though. I wonder if maybe you can go a bit lower there and have the spawn point be lower than thing and have you sort of work your way up around the top here. That would make me kind of interesting. Yeah, no, we got a long way to go. Long way to go. You know, having a single-player, story-driven game that's all about immersing yourself in a single playthrough, I think our game honestly appeals to introverts more than any other type of human being. So I'm not surprised it's a little difficult to get a community. It's unlike multiplayer games where it's all about, you know, talking on headphones with people and directly interacting with humans constantly, stuff like that, or MMOs especially as well. You know, where our game is kind of the exact opposite of those kind of games, and it makes it an interesting challenge to build a community around games like this. A tiered jump bridge. I'm not quite sure what you mean. You know, bridge across the whole thing, which might be kind of interesting actually. I mean, you could sort of be here. You could jump up to somewhere in the center. Yeah, the thing with Telltale is that they have these huge licenses that have massive massive fan base. Those guys are the masters of taking IP and applying their formula to an awesome IP that has a huge built-in fan base. So, but yeah, exactly, Sir Marth. It is. It's an interesting challenge. I like what you said about a tiered jump bridge, but it's a little hard to communicate ideas through text. But my thinking now is that there's not enough space here for a spawn box, right? Enemies will always only spawn from the box. You'll know where they spawn from. So I'd like to have a spawn box against this wall, but this is too high. So I might lower this down, have a spawn box sort of in the middle here, and then we can maybe experiment with like around, you know, like one section of the wall is lower. Yeah, one section of the wall is lower. Murder Simulator 2018, yeah. Life is Strange, yeah, it was also published by Ubisoft. Had huge marketing push behind it. Life is Strange was not made by an indie game company. Also, the subject matter of Life is Strange is kind of like how Firewatch. Its subject matter is very, very contemporary. You know, dealing with a teen and in school and things like that, and that has a lot of mass market appeal, I think. Anyways, I actually really enjoyed Life is Strange Episode 1. I played it. It's neat, although I was kind of frustrated. The player agency is only partially harnessed in that game, in my opinion. But again, the subject matter was really cool. There's some interesting choices and decisions for sure. Yeah, exactly, Hotspot. That's what I'm doing. I'm thinking so. I'm just lowering it. And we can have it so that it sort of winds its way around. Let's see how low should we have it? How low should we go? Like that. Right, exactly. Or you could super jump up to it if you're in the right spot, co-spawn. But yeah, exactly. I'm totally cool with down with having there be like a route. You can literally just eventually run your way around it. That way, the enemies can make their way just through walking because we don't have enemies that jump and fly around in the first game. So yeah, that sounds good to me. Okay, I've only got about 10 minutes left, but let's see if we can't at least get the spawn thing in there. Yeah, let's do that. Let me endeavor to get the new spawn point put into the top of the wall there. Monkey. Oh, that's interesting. That makes you want to play episode 2 then. Very interesting. A Mind About Town. Welcome. Thank you. Very cool. Thank you for investing. Hopefully, as you said. What was that implication? Jumping, flying, enemies in the tower. Monkey. Yeah, it's a big maybe there. Obviously, there's lots of things you want to potentially do with enemies in the tower. It's really complicated to have enemies that can sort of jump and fly and land and walk around. That's no small feat to do that. So, not promising that, but. Conspawn, yeah, that's the original civilian defense has it so that you have nothing to start with. You got to pick everything up. We're kind of aiming for this to be a much faster, hard-hitting level where it's like everybody starts with the same stuff and it's go, 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 go. This is something different from the civilian defense scenario, which does start off with having nothing at all and you slowly build up. Kind of interested in having this be just almost more of an arcadey experience, so to speak. Haha, Sir Martha, midi-chlorians. Episode 2. Yeah. Okay, alright, let's get this stuff copied over. Oh god, I wish I grouped it. Silly me. Jar Jar Binks. I remember kids loving Jar Jar Binks. When I saw Star Wars Episode 1 in the theaters, kids were laughing their butts off at that thing. So, and that was George Lucas's intention, if I recall. Alright, floor there. Oh, looks like I almost got everything. Okay, looks like I'm just missing that. Thank you. 4 minutes left of the first inaugural stream. It's been really fun, guys and gals, and I am looking forward to doing it again very soon. I'll try my best to make announcements. I'm one thing I'll tell all 13 of you that are here. Looks like why I'm strongly trying to pimp the community forums, because there's an announcement at the front page. Anything, that's always a good place to go for up and coming things that are happening in general, community related. I'll always post stuff in that field. You can, yeah. So. Okay, I'll just take care of this thing I said I was going to take care of, and then maybe a bit past 2:30. Where were we here? Where were we? Right. The ledge here. Good. Ledge maker, yes. I become what I need to become for the task at hand. Sometimes that's making ledges. I gotta clear this wall out. Mike Dan, real cliffhanger. That's a snortling, ha ha ha, guffaw joke if I ever heard one. Mind About Town, awesome, cool. I hope you guys are enjoying. Hope you guys have enjoyed this. It's been super fun. Super fun. It's actually kind of cool having an audience. It's sort of interesting incentive to keep myself focused and get shit done. All right. Now it's interesting that I've got a gap on the top and a gap on the bottom. So the way to fix that is I'm going to now duplicate this. And then bring it down. Almost there. There we go. Now it's just leaving the top gap. So what I'll do is I will duplicate this. There we go. So now we have a spawn point up high in the wall. I think I'll just get some lights in there. It's going to be pretty dark up there. That's a pretty big light. Let's copy this one over. See that fairly well. Super hot, super hot. Smells like a jingle. Michael, sorry about that. Yeah, I'm just deep into building this level. But I'll be coming back again soon. And whenever I start a stream, I'll always explain the context of what I'm doing. Devar Missions, got your I'll read that in a second. I got your private message. I'll read that. It's very cool. Thank you. Consortium the Tower needs a jingle. Consortium the Tower, the Tower, the Tower. I don't know. I'll call up Jeremy, see if he can make up a jingle. Yeah. All right, so let's compile this. And if it works, I am finished for now. I'll be back soon, I promise. See what we can do about getting this onto this video into a YouTube video or something. Okay. All right, there we go. There's our spawn point up at the top. Got 2 here. So I'm feeling pretty good about this. Let's see. Enemies will spawn here. Come out. I'll play around more with some. There's some really interesting stuff that we can do in here. I really love vertical vertical scenario, especially with consortium bishops, to train you how to make use of your shock absorbers and your super jumping abilities, things like that. But yeah, this looks like this is going to work. Cool. Awesome. Is there any other questions that you guys have before I end the stream for today? Just make the hints in the first minute. Okay, so last chance, folks, for questions. Let me just toss it out there. Is there anything else you guys want me to talk about or whatnot? I'll try to figure out a schedule for this stuff, and yeah, I'll promise to stream more often. Thank you. Yeah, I've been here since 1. Actually, a bit before 1. Devour Mistress knows. Yeah, I'll be back soon, though, I promise. Again, this has been cool. It's really cool test. So yeah, folks, thanks a lot. It was been really cool. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed some of this. I shall be back. We shall be back. Won't just be me. Hopefully there'll be others joining in. I'm going to wait 1 more minute in case there's questions. Yeah, technically, Shift Monkey, you've got this. You've got... Oh, I'm lower utility energy again. Let me... There's like multiple modes built into this. There's this. There's the bolts, and then there's the laser. Hold down the charge. Extremely powerful laser. So it's actually 3. 3 in 1. This gun is. That's right. Yeah, there are 3 technical weapons. Yeah, the consortium rifle and the seer have multiple modes. The other 2 don't. Okay, folks, it's been awesome. Thanks a lot. I'll talk to you guys soon. Thanks a lot once again for your support and your pledges and your investments and any and all sharing you do to help spread the word of our campaign. It's extremely appreciated by us here. So I'll be back and see you all soon. Thank you very much.